Yes.
Yes. So hello, everyone. This is Erica Lee from Cyberlogitech, and I work for fleet management, which covers vessel chartering and another module, slot hire settlement, and port expense related module in Allegro. So I work for three modules called FLT, SLT, and PTX. These are mainly in marine part in Allegro. So first, now we will see about fleet management module quickly because we only have 1 hour to go through the three modules and basic knowledge of them. All right.
Yeah.
Oh. Right. So have you ever heard about what is vessel chartering? Is there anybody who has an idea what is vessel chartering? No, at all?
No.
No. Oh, I'm so sad. All right. But it's okay. Actually, as you might be aware or maybe understood, a shipping company or a container liner company needs vessels as an asset. So as for them to deploy the vessels into their service lane, there are several reasons and purposes why a shipping company borrow or charter in other words, vessels from the market players. But for now, let's think about one very simple situation of the case. So if there's a company of mine, if my company open a new service from Busan to Hanoi, let's say this lane is AAA lane. AAA, yes, here. Oh, hold on. Sorry, hold on. Oops. Oh, I need, I need laser point. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, laser point. Yes. So if my company open a new service from Busan to Hanoi, and let's say this lane is AAA lane, and we might need to have enough vessels in order to achieve the service. Let's say we need 4 vessels of 5,000 TEU vessels for the lane. However, we only own 3 vessels like this.
Yes.
Yes. For such capacity. And we probably consider to bring one more vessel from the market. So this is a very simple reason we hire a vessel under the contract of charter in. So from other shipping company, I borrow one vessel and we call it charter in. So besides this, the company hires a vessel in order to replace of an old vessel who has to go to dry dock for a specific period, for example, or the company might compare what is more profitable between deploying own vessel to the lane or charter in a vessel and place it to the lane. So always the shipping company think about what is more profitable. Chartering is better or just operating my vessel is profitable or not. So most of container vessels are hired as time charter contract and not voyage charter or consecutive voyages contract, etc. This is different from bulk carriers. So this is due to the market specificity that needs the vessels for a duration, not for a single voyage. So next, then do you have an idea what is time charter? Is there anybody who has an idea what is a time charter? No? No. It's all right. A time charter is a contract that a company borrow a vessel from ship owners for a specific period.
Yes.
So the period is important. And the period varies from a short time, like a couple of weeks, to a long time, like 15 or 20 years. And we call the contract paper as charter party, CP in short. And when a shipping company has enough vessels, and let's say they have an idling vessels, then they decide to lend the vessel to other company, like this. So simply, we utilize such spare vessel for raising revenue. So we call it time charter out. So time charter out contract is lending a vessel to charter it for a specific period. So when we make such contract, we also draw up a time charter party as well. So as far as we've seen, FLT module which we now talk about covers the vessel time chartering contract and its management and operation activities. FLT starts from a contract open, abstracting the essential terms from a recap or charter party, and carrying it to the system until the final closing as the completion of the contract. Once the primary contract data inserted by the user at the first stage, it will act as initial data within the module and base knowledge of the module's functions. So FLT module tries to make easy management of contract data flow throughout the working procedure with the automation of higher scheduling, application of occurred expenses onto the settlement, etc. The menus of FLT module in Allegro are like this on the screen. So it covers all the usual chartering and operation activities in order from top to bottom. So FLT has 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And contract management is what we insert to the main terms of the contract. So this is the main, this has main idea for the contract. An invoice is what we raise invoice and collect and bring several expenses and costs into the invoice. So we will bring the expenses and cost will be bring the costs ideas into the higher invoices, and slip and settlement are what we bring the invoiced amounts and move them onto the payment and assign to the cost and expense codes for the accounting purpose. And claim and dispute, where we manage claim details, and there are several type of claims, and setup, in which we set up basic rules within FLT. A couple of modules in Allegro are related to FLT. So we see this is FLT. Of course, the counterparty of the contract should be set up in master data. It is owner for the time charter in, and it is charterer for the time charter out. And vessel information should be in the same case. and account name and codes of expense and cost. Payment rule, according to the user's working procedure, should be set up as initial data. And the codes should be in line with the finance module. So, based on the initial data, we can create a new contract. Yes, here. So there are some kind of initial data that should be existed prior to the contract open. And with registered hire periods, future hire schedule will be given on hire scheduler and shown on the list. On the amount of hire calculated by FLT, other expenses like owner's disbursement account and charter's expenses and claims and bunker related costs to be applied afterward. The system will perceive all the applied amounts by item and the account code, and concerning data will flow to the finance module. Finally, yes, here, like this. This is a very basic type of time charter in and out contract form. Yeah, we call it NYPE 1946, and this is box time 1991 or 1990. Yeah, and yeah, this is about contract commencement to the contract completion. Yeah. Let me show you the details at once. So this diagram shows a very normal time charter in contract process with which of most of the shipping company follow for the operation management. As the user needs to pay hire in advance, the first hire for covering 15 days will be arranged before delivery. If there are some arguments on the delivery time and date, then the second hire also could be paid for 15 days but estimated basis. But afterward, we got agreed on actual time of delivery and actual date and time of delivery, and the user updates it on the module. Then it is applied onto the system, so the forthcoming hire payment schedule is adjusted as the actual basis, and higher amounts also will be calculated with the exact date and time with estimated paid higher, less, or adjustment of amount. However, if the user makes settlement the first hire with the actual delivery information directly, then such task which I mentioned a while ago would not be happened. So there will not be here, these items will not be here. And for the semi-monthly term, the basic scheme for the calculation is same with the 15 days one. However, payment due date will be set up on a semi-monthly basis and higher cover until the start of the first and 16th day of each month. And for the monthly term, a designated date will be the due of the hire payment. Let's go back to this part. So when we collect owner's disbursement and charter's expenses and other expenses due to claims, the users need to make them to be included in the AP invoice and make them settlement. So owner's disbursement details and the amount should be directly inserted in FLT. Then we could have a registered list of the things, and then person in charge make double check on particulars and update the status level to confirm. If the user receives the invoice from owner or another third party for charter's expenses, but mainly got the invoice from the owners, then review them first and then insert it into FL with confirmation. Once off-hire or other claims occurred, then the user should enter the details on the concerned menu. So users can insert them up and agreed on how they will settle it down between the parties. However, it's not easy to reach the agreement on claims between them, so the user will upload it in the system first and manage it by themselves later in most of the cases. So such items will be listed on an outstanding pop-up in FLT and selected to get to the next hire invoice. Yes. When the vessel redelivery is coming, the users consider to reserve a certain amount from the last or second last higher amount. So this is a brief process in settlement-wise for time charter in contract in FLT module. And for time charter out, oh, let me do that advance first. Yeah. So for time charter out, the user, the FLT module is the owner in this case. So they should raise AR invoice and will get the higher revenue from charterers. The process of the contract management or post-fixture work is same with the one of time charter in. But the party in regards of the contract and settlement is vice versa. For the system utilization, the necessary information like customer and vendor, and vessel particular should be registered in master data management at the first stage. If the vessel's schedule is registered as per the user's deployment plan, then the voyage information can be linked to the cost and expense that occurred at FLT. And for this, cost of expense and cost also should be set up at the initial stage. This information should be complied with the activation of FLT and making process based on the contract details. Yes. So this is all I have for the basic knowledge of vessels charter in and out contract management and its module FLT in Allegro. Any questions so far?
No, we don't have.
No.
Yeah.
Right then. Let's quickly have a look at the screen UI in FLT of Allegro. under the marine, there is a menu for the fleet management. And this is for contract management and time charter contract master. This is the one which is the main page of FLT module. So here we have all the ideas about all the basic ideas about the contract time, charter party, contract date, and currency for the hire, ship owners. This is the time charter in contract. So we have ownership owner number information here, and vessel, lake and expected redelivery, and payment term here. And this is the users can narrate about the period and their option they have. And this is for the higher rate and the other extra items they need to pay. This is the main UI in FLT module. And here we have contract management UIs here, and invoice related one here, and sleep settlement, claim and dispute, and setup. So the next important one should be like hire scheduler. Once the contract is created here, then the payment schedule will be created on hire scheduler here. But in this case, the delivery date and time is already inserted here, updated here. This is actual information for the vessel's delivery. So it was already applied to the highest scheduler as well, here like this. So I already paid for the first, second, third, and fourth hires, and forthcoming hire is fifth and sixth. When we double click on the line, then we can move on to hire invoice UI here, and it has the details of the hire that the user paid for the first hire here. And this case was successfully approved by the authorized person. So finally got the slip number here and approved. Let's go over to slip entry. Then we can have the details of the slip for the payment, and it was approved already, and finally interfaced to the finance module. So it was done already on 23rd of April. So this is the processed one, just for example to show you guys. And any more questions for FLT? Otherwise, I will move on to the next session.
Excuse me first, how we can create this contract?
Oh, for the contract creation, we need to update the items here one by one.
Mm-hmm.
So when you make clear this like this, then these are empty form here, and the users needs to enter the items like this and create and save, then it will be created. So on your server, you can use you can just test with the time charter in or time charter out contract creation as much as you want.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And
What? Second, I have a question. For if I fill on the field in this screen, so the contact now it will be generated, right?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Just because when I fill on this screen, this contract number will be generated, right?
With a contract number.
Yes, will auto generate when we sell.
Sorry, I'm not clear with you.
When the contract number is generated, when
Number?
when is the contract number is generated? When? Yes.
Contract number. When the user create a contract, we will get a new contract number.
Could you please show me the contract number?
For example?
Yes.
Contract number like this. So the sequence for the contract number like this: charter out, CO, and HNAG with the vessel code 4 digit, and 2021, the year of today, and the month 01, and the sequence number 05. Oh, no, sorry, charter party date. This is the charter party date. Charter party is a contract paper of a chartering contract. So this is for the contract, charter out, the vessel code HNAG, and the charter party date is 2021, January 5th. So from this screen, we insert the details of the here, all the details, the mandatory items, that, and just we click save, then this new contract number will be generated.
Yes.
Is it clear with you?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Cái dữ liệu này là mình lấy từ hợp đồng giấy.
Wait a minute. We discussing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a question more. So the data in the field mandatory. So what where information will be right in this field?
Hello. Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
So could you?
Because I don't know.
I'm chatting.
No. Because I don't know what we will input the field in the screen. So what where we input by on where
we need to.
How we know the what is correct data is input for this screen? There any contract by
we can get information to input contract man where
Which information? Sorry.
Where information we can get value to input contract man.
Invoice.
Yes, contract man. Where information.
on
Where is the data to input this string? It's read on in the contract on the paper.
sorry sorry so you want to know about the data from contract master to hire invoices, or
I will chat it on.
Cứ chat ở dưới thôi, hỏi tu. Dựa vào đâu dữ liệu để nhập.
want to know about the data from contract main to hire invoice or anything else? Sorry, I'm not clear with you guys.
Okay.
That what we want to know is the data input here is from the actual contract,
Actual content.
from real contract, paper contract, is it right?
Yes, we can save, but as a attachment here, like document tab, we have document tab here, then the users can utilize here with the actual paper contract to upload here like this. See?
Tức là nếu mà nó là có cái document đây thì mình nhập cái document đúng không? Document yes, okay, I understand.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Oh, it's already 35. Can I move on to the next session because time is running? So,
Yeah, okay.
all right,
And you can proceed.
all right then. And let me stop this.